Gradius was released in December of 1986. Developed and published by Konami, this horizontal shooter is Konami's debut game on the Nintendo Entertainment System. The game also set a number of other firsts on the console, as it was the first game that uses the Konami code, and also the first horizontal shooter on the NES. As with many early NES titles from third-party developers, the game is a port of the arcade version of Gradius, released in 1985. In Gradius, you take control of a spaceship called Vic Viper, and you have to defend yourself from alien enemies in space. Each level you'll move to the right side of the screen, and waves of enemies will attack you as you progress through the game's 7 levels. The real depth in Gradius' gameplay is the weapon bar located at the bottom of the screen. As you obtain red power-ups from enemies that drop them when you kill them, the weapon bar will scroll across the weapons on the bar, allowing you to select which power-up you want at what time. By strategically choosing your weapons, and holding on to them by not dying, you'll be able to progress through the game. If you die, you'll lose all your power-ups, which will make you drastically more vulnerable, with less speed and less attack power. Gradius, although masterable, is an extremely difficult game. The first level or so is fairly welcoming and playable, however, as you progress, the difficulty ramps up quickly. Unless you're able to completely minimize your deaths, you're going to have a hard time getting far. Graphically, Gradius has fairly simple graphics with mostly black backgrounds and simple enemy sprites. The graphics do, however, look very clean, and despite how many sprites appear on the screen at the same time, the game doesn't have any drastic slowdown or flickering. The game's music, while iconic, as this game is a mainstay in the NES library, isn't as impressive as Konami's later works. The music is very arcadey, with only a few tracks that repeat throughout the game. Over the years, Gradius has had a number of sequels and spin-offs, and would become one of the most notable shmup franchises of all time. This first entry into the series is fun, albeit a very hard game that's worth checking out to see some of the origins of the genre, as well as the series. NES Chronology is a Patreon-supported show, and would not be possible without the support of its patrons. If you'd like to support the show and receive some perks, click the logo and give what you can.